We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Seattle.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Brissett going to go to the air right away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Running on first down, Ekeler.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
First down, and they stick with Ekeler.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15 and spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Draw play, it's Ekeler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson.
He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Brissett's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and short yardage, Brissett. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. The Seahawks at 5-11 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
ETN up the middle.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
It's Ekeler again. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going deep for Brown.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 3rd down, Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson.
This is swung out to Ekeler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air yet again, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Ekeler now between the tackles. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Ekeler again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ekeler will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it. They're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Brissett.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like abs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And the grab by Croft.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room.
On first down, Watson.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one goes for 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Brandon Ayuk.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
The final shot before the break. Watson.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Watson.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. First down, Brissett. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Watson's throw is taken in by Waddle. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers.
And now here's another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Watson on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Austin Ekeler.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brissett.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, it's Brissett. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
This is swung out to Ekeler.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson.
Looking Austin Ekeler's way again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson.
He'll drop this one off to Ekeler.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight 1st down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He'll get this to Ekeler.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Brissett's throw complete here to Ayuk. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Play fake. Brissett steps away, looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, Watson.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Yet another mistake in the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other side, the ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, left side.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks,
they get a Week 18 victory to make that final mark a bit more palatable at 6-11.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they dropped their 11th game now on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.